Deep in the heart of the ancient Celtic lands, where the mist clings to the hills and the stones whisper secrets of old, there stands a carving unlike any other. It is the image of the triple goddess, a sacred symbol of the Celts, carved into cold stone but alive with meaning. This is not just a simple picture. It is a doorway to understanding the wisdom of the ancient people who once walked these lands. Long ago, before the written word came to these shores, the Celts told their stories through symbols. They carved them into stone, etched them into metal, and whispered them in the dark around flickering fires. The triple goddess was one of their most powerful symbols. She was not one, but three: maiden, mother, and crone. Each face of the goddess held a different power, a different lesson, and together they showed the cycle of life itself. The carving we speak of today was found in a quiet corner of the land, hidden for centuries beneath the roots of an old oak tree. When the rain washed away the dirt, the stone was revealed, and with it, the goddess. Her three faces looked out, calm and knowing. The first face was young, her features smooth like the morning dew. This was the maiden, the bringer of new beginnings. She stood for youth, for hope, for the first light of dawn. The Celts saw her in the spring flowers, in the laughter of children, in the first steps of a journey. Beside her was the mother, her face strong and kind. She was the heart of life, the giver of love and nourishment. The Celts honored her in the warmth of the summer sun, in the harvest that fed the people, in the hands that rocked the cradle. She was the protector, the one who held the world together. Her power was not in sharp edges, but in steady strength, like the roots of a great tree. And then there was the crone, the last face of the goddess. Her eyes were deep, her face lined with time. She was the keeper of wisdom, the one who had seen all things. The Celts knew her in the crackle of the autumn fire, in the whisper of the winter wind, in the stories told by the elders. She was not feared but respected, for she knew the secrets of life and death. The stone that bore this carving was not just a piece of rock. It was a sacred thing, a place where the people would come to seek guidance. They would touch the stone, feeling the grooves under their fingers, and ask the goddess for help. If a child was born, they prayed to the maiden. If the crops needed to grow, they called to the mother. If a loved one passed into the next world, they sought the crone's wisdom. But the stone was more than a tool for prayer. It was a teacher. The Celts believed that life moved in circles, like the turning of the seasons. The maiden became the mother became the crone, and the crone's wisdom fed the new beginnings of the maiden. There was no end, only change. This was the great lesson of the triple goddess, that all things are connected, that nothing is truly lost, only transformed. As time passed, the old ways faded. New beliefs came, and the stone was forgotten. The oak tree grew tall above it, its roots wrapping around the carving like gentle fingers. The goddess slept, but she did not disappear. She waited, knowing that one day her message would be needed again. And so it was. When the stone was found, the people who saw it felt something stir in their hearts. They did not know the old prayers, but they understood the faces looking back at them. The maiden's hope, the mother's love, the crone's wisdom, these were not things of the past. They were truths as old as the earth itself. Today, the stone stands in a quiet place where those who seek it may come and listen. The wind still carries the voices of the ancient Celts, if you know how to hear them. They speak of balance, of the cycles that turn without end, of the goddess who is three and yet one. The triple goddess carved into Celtic stone is more than a relic. She is a mirror, showing us the stages of our own lives. We are all the maiden at the start of our journey, full of dreams. We are the mother in the middle, caring for others, building our world. And one day we will be the crone, looking back with knowing eyes. The stone does not judge. It does not command. It simply reminds us of what we already know, that life is a circle, and every part of it is sacred. The maiden, the mother, and the crone are not just faces on a rock. They are the heartbeat of the earth, the rhythm of the stars, the story of us all. So if you ever find yourself standing before such a stone, listen closely. The goddess may not speak in words, but her message is clear. Honor the beginnings. Cherish the moments in between. Respect the endings. For in her three faces, we see the truth. That every ending is a new beginning, and every step of the journey is holy.